Well, gotta stop for the dog sometimes. But today is kind of an easy day. Do a little running, do a little walking. I try to watch my heart rate. Yesterday I did was that 6 mile run yesterday. I did it real slow, except for the last mile. So for 5 miles, I kept my heart rate under 140 beats a minute. So what that's doing is kind of training your circulatory system for having a longer stress event. If you start running, you'll notice that even if you just stay at a steady pace, first getting into it, you'll see that your heart rate just steadily climbs. It doesn't really plateau unless you're in good shape and you've been doing other aerobic exercises. So what you need to do is monitor your heart rate and challenge yourself up to a point, and then back off and let your body recover. What that also will do is long-term recovery. So if you just push yourself real hard in a run, it may take you 2 days to recover from that run if you're going real hard. Sometimes the professional athletes, the people that are really going hard, they may need to take a week off after they do a really taxing event. But as far as us average people, if you get mileage in and monitor your heart rate, you may only need 24 hours of recovery time, and then you can get back into it. And that'll let you start boosting your metabolism, get a little bit lighter on your feet, and then who knows how far you can take that. When I first started running, it was taking me, it was embarrassing, really. To run a mile, some people could walk that fast. I was maybe 13 minutes when I was really putting effort in, which, that's laughable, but that's what I could do, and that was when I finally got to the part where I could start running a whole mile. Before I could even run the whole mile, it was still 16 minutes. I got excited when I was able to run 2 miles in 24 minutes. That was exciting to me. I've surpassed that since then. I've done some training programs on the Garmin app. I was training for 5Ks, and then I started training for a half marathon, and that one kind of fell off the map because every time I went past 8 miles, I was having issues with my joints, and it was a little disheartening. I would get knee pain and hip pain, like stuff that it wasn't just a little achy stuff. It was things that made mobility a little rough, and you really start questioning, what are you doing? So I had to get advice from other runners, and I also went to a place that specialized in running gear, and started talking about the right shoes. They did an evaluation on my gait when I'm running, and told them what I was really looking to do. And that's when I got hooked up with a pair of Hokas, which I knew what Hokas were, but I didn't know, I just thought everybody's just wearing whatever brand they want to wear. But really, the Hokas that I got into, Arahi, that's what it is, Arahi 5s. They really cushion my step, and I think that maybe I'm a hard striker in my running, and what was happening is that you know, all that translates through your body. So by getting a better pair of shoes, I started to get to where I could do 8 to 10 mile runs, and it wasn't a deal breaker for me the next couple of days, where I didn't have that soreness anymore. That was like a joint soreness, not muscle soreness. So in the past, I had things like that happen where my feet would hurt, and I think a lot of that was just being too heavy. Because, you know, when you know how to do physical activity but you get too heavy, you know, you try to achieve things that you could previous, and it don't really work like that. So, you know, you're probably walking and doing some dietary changes to lower your weight before you really start going for some distance, probably the best move. You know, you should probably talk to your doctor about some lifestyle changes that you want to make. Tell them what your goals are. Tell he or she. I don't need to be like that. I mean, I have female friends that are doctors, so I didn't mean to offend nobody. But tell your doctor what your goals are, and you know, they should be able to look at your history and, you know, have some recommendations on your approach, which that also goes back to the real, you know, having a realistic goal and building off of that. So I don't know, getting back into running really has changed some things for me, and I just wanted to get some information out there and kind of try to inspire people to grab life by the horns and take care of yourself. You know, that's the other thing. I know a lot of people that, man, they're really good at taking care of other people. Their heart is huge. I'm so blessed to have these awesome people in my life, but sometimes they're not real good at taking care of themselves. You know, I'll say it out loud because my filter kind of sucks sometimes. But you know, I'll tell them, like, "What are you doing for you?" What? And they just kind of, they act like that's a crazy question. But in reality, if you're not taking care of yourself, at some point you're not going to be able to take care of other people. And if loving your family and taking care of people is important to you, you really gotta do some soul searching and learn how to take care of yourself first. So that's my love to you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourself. Get out there and run.